Hello everyone, welcome back. It's Empyrion Galactic Survival Episode 12. I'm Igneous and today we're going back. We're going back to some of the places we were in the last episode with a different ship, a completely different ship. It's a tailed crab. That was the closest thing I could think of to call it. That's our story and we're sticking to it. This is actually a hover vehicle, so that we can mount turrets on it, auto turrets, that would hopefully make it a little bit easier to deal with the drones and enemy turrets that we were encountering. We've got a total of 6 minigun turrets, 2 here, and 2 up here. And we've got 2 rocket turrets as well on the main body, so to speak. Aside from that, the ship has basically got all of the amenities: fridges, cargo storage, ammunition storage, all the stuff that you need on a basic ship for short-term expeditions, I would say. There's no constructors on it, so you can only repair what you can repair, and you know, whatever you brought with you in terms of spare parts is all you've got. You're not going to be making any more in the field. But I would point out, just very carefully here, these are the ammunition containers. They're full. We've got 3 small ammunition containers that are full of ammunition for the turrets, the minigun turrets, and then we've got a 4th full of missiles for the rocket turrets. We're not going to be hurting for ammunition. We've also brought significantly more ammunition for our own personal weapons. We've got lots of assault rifle ammunition, sniper ammunition, ammunition for the pistol, and of course for the shotgun. So we've got the guns and we've got the ammunition. Now we just have to get it out in the field and do something with it. I spent a little time messing around with textures with this build, just kind of seeing how things went together and what was available, so it adds a little bit of visual interest. Otherwise this thing would just be kind of a glossy black blob. Not necessarily the most interesting thing that we could do. So we need to head west-ish. But before we go anywhere, we need to lift off. We have almost 1,200 minutes worth of fuel, which dropped down to 300 and some. As soon as we, ironically, as soon as we let our finger off the throttle, our available fuel went down. That's okay. Ships like this sometimes don't do so well on rough terrain, I've noticed. I've got a lot of hover engines on this guy, ostensibly to help us climb and go over hills and do all the things that we want to do. Doesn't always behave. And sometimes it just goes absolutely crazy and flies way up into the air. Those are the things that we actually want to avoid, because you can get stuck in a cycle like this. Here we go. What do you do? There's nothing you can do. You just have to wait to come down. And that was landing on a tree. And this is sliding up the side of a mountain, sideways. Doing everything I can think of, which is not a lot, to keep from landing upside down, because that would, I think, be pretty close to game over. There's our target, ironically, which we arrived at much quicker than I anticipated, courtesy of the misbehavior of the hover engines. Got a lot of regular thrusters on this guy as well. I'm finding that the thrusters that are indicated for movement just don't have enough juice. I feel better with the regular thrusters. This is, ironically, it doesn't seem to cause any damage when we bounce around like this, and I'm grateful for that, because I can't imagine having a system in place where you do something and you don't know what it is, and it launches you way up in the air and then smashes your ship into the ground. Trying so hard not to land upside down. Oh, there we go. Holding shift rights your ship. Apparently we're going to war with everything. We don't even care anymore. If it's moving, it's dead. We're trying to hop over this Trying to hop over this ridge. It's not working so well. We're heading in the oh, there we go. That's not exactly what we were aiming for, but it might help. Oh, we're bouncing. The vantage point that you get in a hover vehicle from this little glitch is pretty impressive. And we're coming down near that rocket drone, so we're going to see if our turrets even care. I'm hopeful that they do. I'm hopeful that they're enthusiastic about aiming at this rocket drone and shooting it down before it starts shooting at us. But I can't help but feel... Oh, there we go. Wow. That was very effective. Oh, there we go with the bouncing again. I've actually thought of putting a couple of harvesters between the front two gun platforms just so that we could clear our way through forests. Wow, it's just way up in the air and then land upside down. It's very, very convenient that it's almost as if it's going out of its way now to land specifically upside down and then launch itself back in the air again as soon as it... Look at this. Alright. Now just land straight up and down like a not stupid ship. There we go. Now I would get out and loot that rocket drone, but my experience with looting rocket drones is that it's just not worth it. They never have anything interesting. Here comes a minigun drone. As far as that goes, I'd say that's a pretty successful test. Is it helpful to have lots and lots of guns on turrets on your ship? It would appear so. Now we're going to try and hop up this ridge. Ideally, without getting launched out of the atmosphere and into open space, because we didn't bring enough oxygen. And there we go. A little bit of a hop is all we need. Oh, that's a bit more than a little bit. Oh, nuts. Sometimes you just can't win for trying. Oh no, not. See, now it's specifically placing me upside down. This is very ridiculous. And you know, wouldn't you know it, I didn't bring a chainsaw. Now we're being flung backwards away from our target. And probably on a tree and upside down again. Oh, bloody hell. Okay, let's try this again. Got a Talon Guardian. Just flew right over top of him with about 3 inches of clearance. Oh, are we going to make it over this time? Watch, as soon as we get to the top, it's going to fling us way up in the air. Alright, so there's a rocket drone. There's the outpost. Oh, they've noticed us. Was it all the lights or the guns? So this is sort of the oddity here. enemy troop transport is approaching. We're taking fire from a number of different directions. There's the enemy troop transport. Wow. We're just taking it from all the angles. And it should be noted that none of my turrets are actually firing at the enemy turrets, which makes this kind of problematic. Because what do? There's a troop transport, minigun drone, rocket drone, drone base. That's what that is. It's a drone base. Isn't that wonderful? That's where baby drones come from. In case you ever wanted to know. Now it's working. I was trying to dismantle the turret because it wasn't moving, it wasn't attacking anything, it was just sitting there. Well, that's an interesting test of a ship that we're going to try again. We're going to make some adjustments to it, and in the next episode maybe we'll have a slightly easier time of this whole thing. I've got some ideas that might improve our ability to bring the offense, so to speak, and I'm really starting to feel enthusiastic about putting a couple of harvesters between the front gun platforms just so that we can mow down trees and clear ourselves a path instead of the random bounce method of getting through forests. So if you want to be notified when I add the episode featuring the revised ship, you can subscribe to my channel or follow me on social media. Links for social media are always in the information box below the video. Feel free to leave your comments and feedback. Thanks for watching, guys, and take care.